Something I was thinking today, wrapping up my cardio, kind of like stepping out here after cardio. At was high intensity interval sprints, that 1x1 stuff. For whatever reason, gets the mind revved up, and I was thinking, wrapping through it, of all that I've been through, just general life stuff. You know, we've all been through it, nothing wild, but all the changes that have gone on over time. And there's one thing I think is super important to not box yourself in and never be afraid of change. You know, it happens all the time. We grow up, we have people, whoever they may be, they don't mean to do it. It's not the intent to do damage, but they box you into a certain label or title, and you grow up thinking, and you fill in the blank. I'm person A, I'm this, I'm that. My skills are here, my strengths are here, because of teachers or parents or coaches or whoever was in your life that influenced you down a particular path. So as we get into being adults at some point, you think you're still that title that they handed you at, started to hand you at 8, you continued at 12, and you kind of kept it going and going until things just happened. You started to evolve and change and grow or whatever. What I've noticed is that a lot of people are very willing to let the negative things that happen in their life harden them or change them for the negative, where they start to disengage, they start to shut down, they just start to change to where they're not living the best life they could be because they locked into the negative change, or whatever it might have been. It could have been something simple. I'm kind of coming from this thinking of, my mom just passed 3 months ago, whatever it was, and for like about a 6-week stretch post that moment, I felt some things hardening inside of me. I felt some change going on that I was like, it was getting my attention. Like, man, what's going on? I got to focus on this. I got to get this worked out of my system. Got to get it back to right. So I was real mindful to redirect my energy to the positive instead of sitting in that negative. And I think that's something we can all do, and we can all work to be better at, is to recognize moments and recognize how we can make the best of it and the most positive of it, and let that be some change in us to start to grow. So what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to change. No matter what happens, good or bad, you lose a job, you get a job, you're in a relationship, out of a relationship, someone dies, someone's born, it doesn't matter. You can always use it to make positive change and keep stepping forward, because the more positive you are, the more positive the person next to you is going to be, and then next to you and next to you, and it keeps moving. All you got to do is just keep moving forward. You can't let it sit. You can't stand still and not do anything. You can't let the negatives of life or the shit that might happen around you stop you from living the most you could absolutely live. Because like I said in that last video I recorded out here in this same parking lot, you only get one shot at it. You only get one, I think it's an Eminem song. You only get one shot at this time you're gonna have walking on this planet right here. What happens after this, we don't know. You can talk about karma, you can talk about heaven, blah blah blah, on and on, but you don't know any of that. All you know is right here and now. So all you can do is make the absolute most of this right here today, this moment, and do the best you can to spread whatever it is you do all over the place and improve your atmosphere as the most you can. So again, the point of it is, don't be afraid to change. If you have something from when I was younger, I didn't do what I do now, but my life was very different. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30, I'm not the same guy I am today. I'll tell you the truth. I'll get to it in another video. I'm not the same guy I was today. In the past, I made a lot of mistakes in my life. So don't be afraid to turn a corner. Even if people are like, oh, who the hell does he think he is or she is, or since when are they this or that? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit what anyone else thinks? This is your time. This is your moment, your life, your opportunity to make the most of it.